Previously on Inside Scoop.
I'm sorry, my go back to your country offended you is really about sorry you feel that way. Not sorry I said something so harsh and cold and horrible and hateful to you. It's not I'm sorry I said that. It's I'm sorry you feel bad about that. You know what I mean? I mean, that's different. It doesn't say anything about what her intentions are.
No. I didn't mean...
Just people's perceptions. But there's no nice way to intend that. It's just bad.
Well, it could be. You could say
it's
it
insensitive.
in the... Like, I will watch your dogs and your kids. Why don't you go back to your own country? Maybe this is what
to visit.
Yes. You maybe have a sick relative. You could go
not
see
in
your
this
cousin.
context.
Are you sure? Maybe she's just misunderstood. She could be.
I think
bad.
not.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Coupled with Chaos.
Inside Scoop 309. It's been a while since I said, hey, that's a lot of episodes. But, numbers are hard. What are there?
Yeah.
52 weeks in a year, 309. It's like 14 years of scoops,
What?
it feels like. Isn't that the numbers? How does that work?
No.
4, Carrie is 7.
We have only lived
4.
here for 9 years.
Feels like. Yeah, I think it's 14. Something like that.
You're
Numbers are
killing me.
difficult.
No.
This week we are going to cover in Scoop. If you don't know what we're doing for subscribers only, there's a whole nother. We did it at the end of last episode. We covered Married at First Sight season 20. So just a show that we've never really watched, and now that you're in it, like you're watching all the seasons at once now. Mm-hmm. What happens when you binge something? When Kelly binges, she binges.
It's a commitment.
Yeah, it's a real commitment.
And
I cannot keep up. I just cannot. There's no way. So our goal, maybe, we'll see, is for subscribers, we may go through like each season. And that would mean before you start, you've watched season 2. And so for me, I would like maybe go back to watch season 1, and then we could record like season 1 and then season 2. This is our thing of the whole season versus episode by episode. Mm-hmm. That may be, and that would be just kind of in the cache of whatever.
Yeah.
And then when we're done, maybe we can get to where they are and kind of an update of each couple after. But we find that that's maybe a bit more aligned with where we are than maybe the fake 90-day stuff.
Right.
But what we're going to cover this week is, we talk about fake stuff, 90 Day Diaries, Season 8, Episode 12, Season 3, Episode 9 of The Last Resort, and we're going to talk Episode 11 of Season 3 of Baylen Out Loud, along with some other scoop stuff that we've got. To start off, because as painful as some of these things are, let's start off with Diaries this week. And go, wow, that was a long time ago. I don't even remember who was on it. Corey and Evelyn were on it again.
Gosh,
what? This is not the reaction I'm hoping for. Corey and Evelyn. I don't even know. For them, are you not surprised, or are you, that these two are still together?
It's insane. They must have an arrangement.
But how could that be? It's not possible.
I mean, they hardly need any money to live in her country. I mean, they just hustle and do whatever. I mean, let's not forget they moved into they squatted in a building on the beach and turned it into a living space / business. I mean, this is not possible in this country.
No.
So, I mean, they don't need to be people of means to live there, and they get by just fine and live their surfing beach life. I mean, it's perfect for these two.
Because when we look at this, Corey is kind of, I'm going to say, well, I wanted to say a weak person. What's worse, a weak person or a loser?
He's both.
Yeah.
So, I cannot comprehend how they've stayed together this many years. Let's not forget that she didn't even want to get married. Ever. To anyone.
And so you pick Corey here.
Right.
You know what I am impressed? I'm impressed by this couple's ability to hustle.
Yeah.
Think if they use their powers for something long term, and like if they opened up, I bet you they'd do well enough if they opened up a business of their own. I bet you the two of them could hustle and work and be successful at it. Mm-hmm. I believe. I think Corey. When I think about Corey, you just kind of can't help but think from Powell and Russ, because they've been around forever, and Corey's got a lot of Russ in him. A lot. I think the two of them are feels like very similar. Mm-hmm. That they're just not that exciting of a dude. And I don't think they're ever really settled on, I think, being, they're surely never at a point where they're being a provider. Mm-hmm. They've just got a lot of stuff going on. And so they go on a vacation. Because I think that will surely help them. This is a good idea. And so they go to the beach. She gets to surf. And
I'm wondering where they got the money from.
Yeah,
if he couldn't afford to get them a place to live, how the heck they afford a trip to Hawaii? This made no sense to me at all.
What do you imagine this would cost?
A lot.
15,000, 20,000 by the time you're done. 15 grand to fly there.
I have no idea.
Think of what you could do with 15 grand.
And they're paying for a bed and breakfast?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or, I mean, not a bed and breakfast, Airbnb?
It doesn't. That's not. That's got to be cheap. I think that the two of them could go. They're such hustlers that the two of them could save up that money, say move to Hawaii. I bet you the two of them could find employment there and live there. I do think
it's expensive, though.
But once you get there, once you're there, and I don't even think you need to be established. If you could live there for 3 months, you're going to get somehow ingrained into the local economy. And then they would be fine, whatever their jobs are going to be. Because I think they're hustlers. I think ultimately they're probably hardworking, talented people. They're just not focused on anything.
Yeah.
This is going to sound horrible. But
and he lies.
Well, there's that too. Yes.
He lies all the time.
Yes, that's a problem.
Purposefully, intentionally. Like, I couldn't be married to this guy. You can't trust anything he says. And he does it with a straight face.
Yeah.
This is like a real practiced liar.
Yeah, I watched. It was it's not good. I was cleaning up in the back and ironing my clothes, and the Waltons were on. I made it through 3 episodes of the Waltons, 2 that I'd remembered and 1 that I hadn't. One of them was that Livy's cousin came and her husband was there, and he was kind of similar. The guy was just kind of a floater around, never really, settled and did something. And so for me, I go, you know what? I bet you this is a whole lot of who he is. This is a whole lot of who Corey is. Mm-hmm. And he just can't stop and get settled on anything. All things come to the Waltons. This should tell you who I am. This is what I'm doing.
I love the Waltons. I can't turn it on like in passing because I'm all in when I watch it. Like, it's just such wholesome stories. I really enjoy like really giving it my focused attention when I watch it.
Yeah, it was 3. I made it through 3 whole episodes of the
I
Waltons.
binged those too.
One was, I think the writer came from out of town and was looking to buy the house, and this was another one. And
I heard you watching the one with the drifter and the son stole the apples in his
that was that
pocket.
one. This was the one.
Yeah.
This was that one.
That was one of the last episodes that I've watched.
He was the husband of Libby's cousin. And so he came in the house, and John Boy ended up having to fight the boy because he was trying to get his way with Mary Ellen. And so Mary Ellen needs defended. Of the maybe 3 of you who watch Walton's episodes, I still, I just kind of like it. Just in general. Yeah. You know what I like? And it was today. It was two things I liked about that. And for me, it's the relationship between Grandma and Grandpa. And for me, I feel like, I know we're getting older, but I love that she's a little snarky.
Yeah.
And he's mumbling stuff in the background, and she just drives past whatever he says.
Yeah, they're a lot like us.
Doesn't pay attention. I've got my words. I'm going to say them, and you're just going anyway.
And she's going to tell you how it is,
right.
whether you want to hear it or not. He's going to smirk and go do what he wants.
she said to the group, "I'm gonna. How about I tell you guys something that you probably need to hear?" And he looks at her and says, "You know what? You're pretty good at that." Telling people what they need to hear. So
loaded statement.
Right.
Yep.
So for me, I go back to Walton's episode and think about Corey. Mm-hmm. And just of that, and how if they could, the two of them could apply themselves, I think they could get into a routine and a rhythm and not have like this money be an issue. And it felt like they could have in Ecuador, like they were close, but I'm not sure what all the problems were and how they were fixed, and I don't know.
I think what happened was they had applied for this visa way back at the beginning. They only just now came up with clearance for
because of her past indiscretions.
Because of her past overstaying visas and stuff. They only just now came up for eligibility to come on a spousal visa, and there's conditions that have to be met. And so this is why they decided to take advantage of this, not because things weren't working out where they were, but because this is the only opportunity for her to have citizenship and for that to be an option for them to come and go between the two, for opportunities as they arise.
Yeah.
Because I can't see them settling anywhere permanently, because they're just kind of like drifters.
You didn't, the next thing in Diaries was somebody you probably didn't know, because essentially you personally are boycotting 90-day current shows. So
yes.
You saw Emma, and Emma, you go, hey, I don't know who that is.
Right.
Emma was dating, this is the typical guy from Morocco. This is who she was. They probably talked about that a little bit. But I think the backstory here is that she somehow or another in the 90-day world got hooked up with, of all people, Rob.
Yeah.
Because, of course, it's Rob. Rob's been with everybody.
Making his rounds.
Yes, there he is. Elise, Emma. It just doesn't matter. It's just Rob. Rob's just deterred.
Next.
So that's it. And so her whole thing is just messy in general.
That's why it doesn't surprise me that Rob and the other guy in his little group.
All of them.
They're all friends because they're all the same person.
Josh and Rob and Kimberly's kid. They're just all.
Jamal.
Jamal. They're just all.
That's who I was trying to think of.
You know how hard it is? We just so those of you know, we just recorded Married at First Sight, and so there's 14.
There's 5,000 names.
14 names there. We talked about season 2. There's another 6 names.
Yeah, and I don't have notes at all.
And somebody does a bad job. One, you have no notes, and somebody else probably doesn't do as good of a job as he would like to. Our show prep staff also laid off. It's an inside joke there.
Yeah.
People who prep my notes for me are no longer around. Oh, but this Emma, does it surprise you? I mean, you even look at her and you go, of course Rob would make a move at that.
I think I rolled my eyes and
That's
stopped
exactly what I
at
would
that
admit.
point.
We did not watch this together. You told me,
No.
hey, there's people on it I didn't know. And then I watched it. I go, okay, you don't know Emma. And it's exactly what you thought. Emma slept with the dude from Morocco. He wouldn't admit it. They fought, but she had another boyfriend in Morocco already because she'd already tried to hook up with another dude from Morocco.
Oh my God!
That's Emma's story, and so Emma.
And this is why I don't watch 90 Day anymore.
Yeah, I get it. What did you think about Vea and kind of her pregnancy? They talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Nice that he has stood by her through all of her health struggles.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice to see because it's so starkly contrasting with what happened to.
She was with Sonny, is who she was with before.
Right. Right. But the guy she's with now,
David.
standing by her through that stuff, is the opposite of Liz and her guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
He cut and run and treated her like crap when she was sick.
Yeah.
And this guy's the opposite. So, I mean, that was a nice story to hear.
Yeah, I think in general, character-wise or personality-wise, I think Vea's got a lot of issues, right?
Yeah, I think she does.
And so, but to have health issues on top of that, it just makes it really a challenging thing. And so I just wonder for her how ready she is to have like a child.
Yeah.
It's my concern.
Yeah.
And she was odd and bringing her boyfriend. I mean, this is all typical. This is part of the reason why 90 Days turned into what it is. You know, she's going here, bringing her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. You know, this is all plot things that we truly believe are completely orchestrated. Do you have somebody you can take with you? You know, it's this kind of stuff that we know production is just doing to be what they do. So
For plot twists.
None of that surprises us. It's, hey, I think people here need a bidet. Where do I buy a bidet? It's like the wheel of 90 Day is what I see happening. Well, you know, what have we got? We haven't done a bidet in 3 seasons.
Not only is it all manufactured to start with, but it's remanufactured. Like they're just recycling storylines over and over again.
You should go to Africa and rip a bumper off his car. This would be a good idea. How about
when you tried to entice me to the new season by summarizing the characters and their storylines,
I didn't do a good job.
I rolled my eyes through the whole thing and named the couple they're copying from previous season. Oh, this is such and such a storyline, and this is such and such a storyline. Oh, yes, it's time to recycle that one.
Yeah, I get it.
It's ridiculous.
Well, speaking
it's like on repeat.
Yeah, speaking of recycled, we'll get into The Last Resort and Baylen when we come back.
Thank you for listening.
You can listen to the rest of this episode
by subscribing to our Coupled with Chaos channel on Apple,
by subscribing to our Patreon,
or by subscribing to our Supercast
for $3.99 a month,
where you can hear us talk about reality shows,
real life, and more on our podcasts,
covering shows airing on TLC, A&E, Bravo, and the WE Network.
Just follow the instructions in the show notes.
Tell your friends about this podcast.
And rate and review us on your favorite podcast player.
Follow us at Coupled with Chaos on all the socials.
Or contact us directly by email at coupledwithchaos@gmail.com.